I'm ready to be hurt. Feels like I'm opening a blind date with a book. Sunny Angel Cherry Blossom series. This is a Hoopla Stan account. I like them. Sue me. I kind of want to reorganize the whole TBR card. Good morning, everyone. I thought it'd be fun to just start a kind of random vlog today. I just wanted to do a few bookish days in my life. I think these are some of the most fun vlogs to film. So that's what we're going to be doing. I thought we could just kind of hang out for the next few days. Today is Thursday. I'm actually on my lunch break right now from work. If you didn't know, I have a corporate 9 to 5, but I work from home most days. And I am taking a little bit of a lunch break right now. It's just about 12:20. I was thinking about walking to go get a matcha on my lunch break because I haven't had any caffeine today and I have a little bit of a headache. I took some Advil and it didn't go away. So it makes me think it's a caffeine headache, which like I shouldn't be feeding the demons, but you know, any excuse to go outside, get fresh air, go get a matcha, like I'm gonna take it. And it's such a beautiful day outside. I am currently reading Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I don't have words for how excited I am to continue reading this, injected into my veins. I'm trying to take it a little bit slow, but also not too slow. I'm 9% into the book so far. This is also my new Kobo Libra color. Kobo kindly gifted me this e-reader and I'm gonna be trying it out. I may also do a separate vlog where I do like a dedicated week of only using Kobo and like initial thoughts and stuff. I'm not gonna talk too much about my Kobo in this video, but I did just post an unboxing if you wanna learn more about Kobo. I was kind of planning to do this one as an e-read anyways. I have all the paperbacks of the other Hunger Games books, and so I'm just gonna wait for the paperback to come out of Sunrise on the Reaping because I want it to match the books that I currently have in my set. So I'm doing the e-read, but I also am listening to the audiobook a little bit because I saw some people on Threads saying that it was available for a lot of people on Hoopla, which is a library app, and my library has it on there, which I was just like, wow, this is a Hoopla Stan account at this point. It was available for me, no line, instant borrow. So I am also doing a little bit of tandem listening. I'm having so much fun. I mean, it's not fun. It's like traumatizing, but I am glued to this book right now. So I'll probably listen to a little bit more of that while I walk to go get a matcha. I don't think I have any plans tonight. I kind of just take things as it comes lately. So I may just lock in and read a bunch of Sunrise on the Reaping. But yeah, let's go get a matcha, get some fresh air, listen to the new Hunger Games book, enjoy the first day of spring. Life is good today. Hi guys, it's a bit later. I'm just getting myself cozy so we can have a little chat. Oh, my glasses. Let's talk about this. If you saw my March reset vlog, I showed you my new glasses. They're sitting over there. They're from Warby Parker. I went and got an eye test and I found out I needed glasses, but really only for working on a screen all day to help with anti-fatigue and then also for driving at night because I have a slight astigmatism. So I still am loving my new, hold on, let me get them. Of course I got all comfy and I didn't have everything I needed. Okay, so these are the glasses that I got. I'm a walking advertisement and this is not sponsored. They're the Doherty glasses. They are kind of inspired by the Miu Miu glasses, but they're softer for my softer features. I still really love these glasses and don't get me wrong, I'm still wearing them all the time. However, I do feel like these are my in-office glasses. These are my makeup's on, work is getting done, daytime glasses. They're really cute when I'm dressed and I have my makeup on. However, when I was in my editing hole at midnight, editing a vlog in my blanket hoodie, no makeup, hair in a bun, and I had these on, I looked absurd. These glasses, when I look like a little hunched over rat, just were bringing my confidence down, I must say. But I love them for the daytime. Okay, does this make any sense? Probably not. So I got these and I'm calling them my Miss Darbus glasses. These are also from Warby Parker. They're my same prescription. These are the Willetta. All of my loved ones said don't get them. My dad hates them. My friend Abigail, my boyfriend Anders, they all were like, you know, if you really want them, you do you. And everyone voted for these. So that's why I got these. And I still love these. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm going to be wearing these. I needed a bigger pair. These are my late night glasses. I've been quoting the legendary Miss Darbus like all week since they came in the mail. Mr. Danforth, this is a place of learning, not a hockey arena. They're growing on me. I like them. Sue me. I also love the color. It's like an ombre neutral. And I just think like the color looks so good with like my skin tone and my hair. I think they're fun. So if you see me wearing these are my other glasses. I'm going to be alternating between the Doherty and the Willetta. I love them both. When I finish up with work, it's just about 5. I need to go to the mailroom because I have some packages. So I thought we could do a little unboxing together. I also wanted to give you a Sunrise on the Reaping update. Well, I'm mid-chapter though. Hold on. Let me sit here and finish it and then I'll give you an update. Oh my God. Literally, I'm like, I have 3 pages to read to finish this chapter. Just give me a sec. Guys, Mags is here. Guys, Mags is talking in this book too. Like, Mags never really said much in the other. It's fine. I'm fine. Okay, I'm on chapter 7. I am 23% of the way through the book. My update on Sunrise on the Reaping is just that it's like heartbreaking, actually. It's heartbreaking in a way that The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes wasn't, because as a prequel, Ballad took place like 65 years before the original trilogy. So there's not that many relevant people from the original trilogy who are also relevant. Like, there just really isn't much overlap other than President Snow, of course. But this book is like, I'm nauseous. I'm not going to give any spoilers, like hardcore spoilers, but I am going to give spoilers for the original trilogy. So if you haven't read those, sorry. I feel like it's been long enough. We can talk about it. And also, even if you've seen the movies, you should still read the books. Even from literally the very first chapter, like the very first page, I was reading it with Anders and I was like, and was already like so upset because immediately you learn that Haymitch has a younger brother who's 10 years old. And I was like, okay, welcome back, Prim. I know that all of Haymitch's loved ones are going to get killed by President Snow because you know that from the original trilogy, that like he has no loved ones left. So even though like, you know, if people are going to live or die, it's like so much more painful because also Haymitch from the first chapter, he's just like not naive, but like youthful and like hopeful for his life. Like, he's actually mushy and sweet. He also doesn't drink at all right now. Like, he's 16 and he's like, oh, I don't drink. Pain. His mom too, like, she's gonna get killed, I'm assuming. And now we've got Maisley Donner, who we all knew was gonna be in these games, and I'm sure she's gonna die. I loved The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, honestly, and I loved the movie, but the book was better than the movie. Like, our actors for Snow and Lucy Gray, perfect. Couldn't have asked for better. There were things left out of the movie that were in the book that I felt like were important. That was my main gripe with the movie. But like, Ballad had so much to say, and it felt like I was like in English class and Suzanne was like calling our class to order, you know? Loved it. I eat that kind of stuff up. Snow also was just such like, I don't know, like, he's so evil, but I also like kind of understood how he got there, unfortunately. I mean, I don't, you know, like, I don't understand how he holds the Hunger Games, but I understand like the desperation of the choices that he had to make and stuff. Kinda. I don't empathize with him at all, to be clear. And I hate him, but it gave such great insight. Anyway, I just had so much fun reading Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, one of my favorite books probably ever. And I'm having a good time reading this, but it's a different tone because our main character is in the Hunger Games. And that just is inherently a different tone. And that's part of the reason people, I feel like, maybe didn't like Ballad as much, because the games were kind of boring. And I'm like, guys, the games, like, you are being a capital citizen right now. Like, the games are not here to entertain you. That's not the point of the book. When people criticize like, oh, the games were boring, these characters should not have to be in the games at all. And I definitely also think you should read Ballad before reading this book, because there's a lot of like lore that I feel like comes back up just around District 12 and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm loving it. I'm emotionally unsteady, but I'm going to continue. So yeah, I'm probably just going to stay in, honestly, the rest of the night. I love a little cozy weeknight in, reading my new book on my Kobo. What could be better, honestly? So that is my little after work update. I'm going to go to the mailroom. Okay, I'm back from the mailroom. Also, look how well our new plant is doing. She is thriving. I'm so happy for her. Okay, let's open my package. Oh, that shows my address. First one is from Cotton On. I ordered some linen pants because they had some linen pants where you could get the sizes like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I, in the past, have gotten linen pants from Old Navy, but they only sell small, medium, large. I love wearing linen pants in the spring and summer when it starts to get warmer, but I still don't want to wear shorts. So I got, I think, 3 different pairs of linen pants from Cotton On. Let's open the package and I'll try them on for you guys. The first pair that I got is just this blue striped pair. And then I also just got a white to try. And then this like terracotta kind of color, I think, and it has like maybe navy stripes. So I'm gonna try on the blue ones because those are the ones I'm the most excited for, and we'll see how they fit. I can't decide how I feel about these. I'm disappointed. I wish I just felt strongly either way. I hate when I order something online and I'm like, I could keep it. Wait a minute. These look so much better. Is that just because these are like my color and the blue is not my color? They're longer. Are these not longer? Am I going crazy? No, these are longer for sure. I'm being gaslit. Guys, look at this. I laid them on the floor and like lined up the inseam. They're literally longer. It's the same product. How is this possible? Okay, the white ones are the longer style too. I don't understand what happened with these blue ones. Why are they so short? I mean, I'm not obsessed with the white because I feel like they're kind of see-through, but they're at least long enough. I don't love the white because they're a little too see-through, I think. I'm definitely gonna keep the orange ones, but I feel like I need to return the white and the blue. Okay, I put my comfy clothes back on and I think I'm gonna keep these ones but return the others. I will say one thing I like about these pants is that they don't have pockets on the back. I hate when striped pants have like striped pockets on the back that are like not lined up with the stripes. So I do like that, but these are like pretty see-through. Question mark if I would recommend. I'll also link some Old Navy ones down below if you guys want to see the ones I was talking about that I do like. Okay, that was package number 1. Very eventful. Let's open the next package, which is some bookish mail that I'm really excited about. So if you guys saw my vlog from Love Y'all Book Fest, I had a book that's on my TBR signed by the author and sent away to get custom sprayed edges. And I got that kind of like as my souvenir from the festival, as well as this necklace that I'm still loving. But I wanted to support some of the vendors and one of them was custom sprayed edges. So I really hope I love this book. The stakes are very high now because I'm like, what if I hate the book that I got as my souvenir? But after meeting the author and knowing like the setup of the book, I do think it's one that I am likely to at least like really enjoy. Okay, here it is. It's wrapped up so cute. Okay, you guys ready? It feels like I'm opening a blind date with a book when I know what's inside. Check it out. Look at these puzzle pieces. I love it. I never even said what this book was. Okay, this is P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly. And I had this one signed at Love Y'all Book Fest. So she said, to Lottie, P.S. I don't hate you, which is so cute. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to read this book. I'm gonna put it on my TBR cart now. The back of the book says, in this splendidly bittersweet romantic comedy, enemies forced together by a mutual loss are led on a cross-country journey toward a second chance. I'm sad. This is such exciting book mail. Let's go put it on the TBR cart, shall we? We're here with the infamous TBR cart. I think a lot of you guys find me through my TBR videos or they're just some of your favorites. Always fun to be here with the TBR cart apart from a TBR jar video. We need to find a spot for P.S. I Hate You. I kind of want to reorganize the whole TBR cart. Should we do that together right now? Wait, let's do it. I kind of just want to reorganize it because I'm feeling like not that enchanted with a lot of my book options, but like I actually should be enchanted with them because like I objectively am excited for them. So I'm just gonna take everything off. Okay, I reorganized the TBR cart. Reorganized is a loose word. I rearranged the books. I wouldn't call them organized, but basically what I did is I put the books that I'm most excited about right now on the top of the TBR cart because it just is making me happy because it's pretty and colorful and just like, I don't know. So I've got all of these books at the top. Then on the middle tier, it's not like these are my middle tier excitement, these are my bottom tier. It's just like these are the top and then this is everything else. So I started this one by just doing my hardcover books and I started this one by just doing YA books and then we like devolved. So like all of this area is just kind of random whatever and then these are hardcovers and these are YA. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe of the TBR cart. I just was feeling like rearranging it. So random side quest completed. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as fun as our side quest of reorganizing the TBR cart was, it is in fact time to get back to Sunrise on the Reaping. I'm ready to be hurt. I'm probably gonna lay here for an hour or so and read, and then we'll break for dinner. I don't know what time Anders is getting home, but I put on his blanket hoodie. So I had to go plug my camera in, and I just got to part 2. It's called The Rascal. The end of part 1, pain. We don't need to rehash this pain. 34% of the way through. I'm already thinking about like the aesthetic of the movie, because you know how like in The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, it was like a very retro, like 50s, 60s aesthetic, the way that like everything was done. I'm like, are they gonna do like 80s for this one? Do you know what I mean? One of the like most interesting things to me, which is like not that interesting, but like I just weirdly am curious about it, is like seeing how Suzanne Collins progresses the technology or doesn't progress it. The main thing that's like ripping my heart out right now is just like, if I don't know who you are and you're in this book, you're probably gonna die. If I do know who you are and you're in this book, like it's ripping my heart out. So like there's really no winning here, but I'm gonna keep reading. Wish me luck. Okay, I am 43% of the way into Sunrise on the Reaping now. I just had to pause and go get my phone off the charger and update my Goodreads. Basically, Effie showed up, which I was just like, oh my God, I was so excited to see Effie. I kind of had this spoiled for me a little bit because I saw a fan cast TikTok and someone had young Effie in there. So I was like, okay, we're gonna see Effie at some point. So I'm not gonna tell you like when you see Effie or anything like that, but Effie and Maisley Donner, I'm like obsessed with Maisley Donner. She's very like feminine and sassy, and Haymitch kind of had this like impression of her that she was just a brat or a mean girl, which like maybe she was. She's from like a wealthy family, whatever, all things considered in District 12, but I'm just like loving her character. I'm loving her sass, her banter, her vibe. And she and Effie are just like, they're girling out together. And I'm just like, oh, Haymitch goes, for a moment, they're just two girls on a mission to beautify the world. Effie and Maisley forever. It's just like, I love my girls, you know? This book is just like heart-wrenching though, because like obviously Maisley's gonna die. She's the one who had the Mockingjay pin originally. So like anyway, my heart is just like hurting because getting more attached to all of these characters. I've been reading Sunrise on the Reaping pretty much all night, but I've been taking like intermittent breaks, like just to talk to Anders or like respond to comments on my new video, or just like random things like that when my brain like goes away. I did this new thing on my phone though, where I can't get on TikTok, Instagram, or Threads or any of those after 9 p.m. They're blocked. So helpful. If you want, I'll link the app down below that I use. It's called 1 Sec. It's so annoying. I hate it, but it's really helpful. Anyway, I'm at 58% of the way through the book. We're in the Hunger Games now. I can't put it down. I mean, I did put it down to take off my makeup and like get ready for bed, but other than that, like I am so ready to dive back in. So I forgot I wanted to get my page turner and my e-reader stand out. Let me get it. I haven't tried this with my Kobo yet, so we're gonna try it together. I ended up taking the case off. I think I may want to get a clear case for it and put like a pop socket on it or something. Okay, I made it to part 3. It's called The Poster, and I am 63% of the way through the book. The Hunger Games are still going on. I kind of thought that part 3 would be after the games because Ballad was structured kind of like that. It makes sense to me that this is structured differently, and I am enjoying that it's structured differently because Suzanne's keeping me on my toes. There was just like a really horrible thing that happened, and I don't want to talk about it. The horrors just keep persisting, but so do I. I'm gonna keep reading. That's all I have to say right now. Hey guys, I'm gonna sit over here out of the sun. Let's switch the angle here. Okay. Good morning, besties. It is Friday. It is 8:40, and I'm just gonna sit here for 20 minutes and read more of Sunrise on the Reaping because all I can think about is this book. I have to start work in 20-30 minutes, so we'll just see how far I can get in the next 20 minutes. It's very reminiscent of like that clip from, I think it was the Ants movie that went viral, where it's just like this concept, like if all the fish organize, they can eat the big fish. It's very like this, and kind of setting up like what's going on behind the scenes, or like what has been going on in Panem without you really knowing that. in the first Hunger Games book that kind of led to Catching Fire and everything else. I guess I'm just yearning for some more of those like really make you think moments. Like some of my favorite moments in these books are like the lines from President Snow. As evil as he is, it sticks out to me where he's talking to Seneca Crane and he's like, Seneca, why don't we just line up all the tributes and execute them all at once? Like, why do we have the Hunger Games? And he says, hope. A little hope is good, a lot of hope is bad. And like that whole scene and those moments from President Snow are some of my favorites. Like all of that is so interesting to me. But one thing I'm really loving in this book is some of like Haymitch's inner thoughts where he's like, you can do this. And he's like, no, you can't. And then he's like, it's all up to me. And then he's like, I'm just a boy. And I feel like that's so real and relatable for a lot of us. It's just so good. So anyway, I'm just like yapping about the book and rambling. We're having our own little book club right now. Let me know if you have like thoughts about the Hunger Games because I love talking about it. I wish that this could be like a two-way dialogue because I would love to just like sit and chat. But anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading. Guys, I wrapped up with work for the day, and after work I went over to Pond City Market because one of the local stores there had a restock of their Sunny Angels today, and they actually got a new like series of Sunny Angels called the Cherry Blossom series, I think. And just since yesterday was the first day of spring, I thought it'd be fun to get one to celebrate the new season. It's a new style I don't have where they're like sitting like that, which I just thought would be cute. So yeah, this is the Sunny Angel Cherry Blossom series. So if you're new here, Sunny Angels are just like these little collectible figurines that are just like supposed to be fun and bring you happiness. And there's a bunch of different series you can get, which is like a theme, but it's a blind box. So I could get any of these 6. Hold on, let me take the plastic off. So I could get any of these 6 and I don't know which one I'm gonna get. So it's like a fun collectible thing and also a bit of a roulette with the blind box because I don't know what I'm gonna get, which is also part of the fun. So let's open it. Let's see if I can get a pop. That was a good one. Okay, there's this thing with people who collect Sunny Angels. Basically, you try to like pop open the top when you open it. Sometimes it pops kind of like that. Did you have to like experience a pop to know that you got a good one? I've only had it like one other time and I got a really good Sunny Angel. So I'm feeling lucky. I feel like it's kind of rare that I get a good pop. So this is exciting. I like don't want to jinx myself and say like what my favorites are because honestly, they're all really cute. I do have like a couple I have my eye on, but I feel like I'm gonna jinx myself if I say like, I don't really want this one. Okay, are we ready? I'm not ready. 1, 2, 3. Can you guys see? I'll let you see first. Oh my God, I got the bunny. I'm so excited. That was one of the ones I wanted. I was really excited for the bunny or the goat or the fawn. Those were like my top 3. I'm feeling very lucky, honestly. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. And I love the little sitting ones because then you can just like put them on your bookshelf. I'm happy, but wow. Oh my gosh, that was so successful. Okay, so after that high now we're gonna hit a low and I'm gonna finish. It's not gonna be a low. It's like still gonna be a high, but you know what I mean. I am like really anxious to finish this book. Like I'm just feeling all the feelings, but I have 52 minutes left in the book, so let's wrap it up. Doing really well with the epilogue. Well, I finished it. Whew. Okay, well, traumatized. This was just like this book is just sad. Like it's fun to know the lore, but it's just like sad. And I think like, I don't know, I'll talk about this more later. I need to go like recover. Okay, I'm feeling more composed and ready to talk about Sunrise on the Reaping. I loved it. I'm giving it 5 stars. This series just means a lot to me. And I don't think we can underscore how important the themes and messaging of this book is right now, given the current political climate. Period. That's my review. No, I'm kidding. I feel like it's important context to share that I held the belief before this prequel was announced that like it really shouldn't be written. I know that that's a hot take because I just gave it 5 stars and I enjoyed it, and it was one of my most anticipated books of the year. But I feel like when Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes came out, a lot of people were like, I didn't want a President Snow villain origin story. I wanted Haymitch and Finnick's games. And I held the belief that like asking Suzanne Collins to write these gory games into prequel books like defeats the purpose that the series is trying to make in the first place, right? Why do we need to sensationalize brutality for the sake of like Haymitch's heartbreaking backstory or Finnick's heartbreaking backstory when like we know like the propaganda, the deception, the censorship, the abuse. Like it was my opinion that we didn't need to be entertained by more suffering because that just makes us capital citizens, like asking for another Hunger Games. Do you know what I mean? Granted, she announces the book. I can't wait. I'm obviously reading it. I just gave it 5 stars. But I think both can exist at the same time. Part of the reason I really enjoyed The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, particularly as a prequel, is because it showed a different side of the social and political commentary than the original trilogy did. It was able to explore kind of some different themes with having this villain origin story, having Snow as the protagonist instead of Victor from the Hunger Games like Katniss or Haymitch. I thought what made Ballad very interesting was kind of seeing more of those viewpoints of the people in power and how they justify it to themselves. Also really liked Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes because I thought it was particularly interesting how she explored philosophers like Hobbes, Locke, Rousseau, ones we talk about in high school English class, and kind of tie that in to like how the people in the capital, the people in power, how they were educated, how they think, why they do what they do, how they justify it. Like that all was such interesting commentary to me. And I thought it really added a lot to the original trilogy because it had that different lens. Where I feel like Haymitch's prequel comes into all of this is like there wasn't particularly like that much new commentary. There was reiterated commentary, but like I said, I think the importance of this book, given the current political climate, is so important. And Suzanne Collins said, let me remind y'all, which is I'm here for. I think probably the biggest theme in this book is complicit submission. That really stuck with me. And once again, that's not necessarily like something that's like brand new to comment on within the Hunger Games trilogy, because how did we get to the 74th, 75th Hunger Games and we're still doing this? Complicit submission. This is crazy and we're all treating it like it's normal. And that's kind of the point of the first book. But I think sometimes that theme gets overshadowed a little bit in the original trilogy because it evolves into the revolution and the rebellion, that this book really forces you to sit with the complicit submission and how that act drew out this authoritarian regime. I also think the other main theme in this book is propaganda and narrative, and kind of going back to the original trilogy, right? The idea of real or not real. And that felt really sharp to me in this book. You know, when Donald Trump first took office, when I was in college in 2016, the rise of fake news media was a huge thing at the time. And I think now that he's back in office, this continues to be a strategy of his. And propaganda can look like a lot of different things. That's one of the quotes in the beginning of the book from George Orwell. It says, "All propaganda is lies, even when one is telling the truth. I don't think this matters so long as one knows what one is doing and why." So this like real or not real theme coming back around, and propaganda and how a story is told. Like these are all themes in the original trilogy, but you're getting it with a different lens. You're getting some extra lore within the Hunger Games world. This book really feels like the start of the rebellion. I think the symbol on the cover, if you've read the book, you know, is kind of symbolic in that way of like, it's almost more of a prequel to Catching Fire, which is my favorite book in the series. I think this book just frames oppression and rebellion through a more like personal and intimate lens. This book was just kind of sad to me, ultimately, because it's very character focused, because it had to be, because we kind of already knew the plot. Like we didn't know how we were going to get there, but we kind of knew where we were going. And so I feel like, in my opinion, you really had to connect with these characters. And I just have a whole new appreciation and perception of Haymitch that has made me very emotionally connected to him, which is why it's 5 stars. It just was incredibly done. Just wanted to sit here and yap for a minute and give some of my thoughts on the book now that I've collected myself. I just like, I could not put it down. I haven't devoured a book like that in a couple weeks, and like it hit. So if you haven't read any of the Hunger Games books, please go read them. They're so good. I would recommend starting with the Hunger Games and then going back and reading Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes and then Sunrise on the Reaping. And honestly, you guys, I haven't started reading Assassin's Blade yet for Throne of Glass, and this is making me rethink if I should read Assassin's Blade first or not. Because if someone read Sunrise on the Reaping before reading the Hunger Games, no, you can't do that. And now I'm starting to think like, oh, maybe the people who say to read this third or fourth have a point, I fear. I don't know how to make up my mind about it though. So anyway, it's Friday afternoon, so I don't know that I'm going to start a new book tonight. We'll see. The other books on my TBR for the month that I still haven't read are Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score and Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I just don't know if I'm ready to dive into this series. I know this is my second time putting it on my monthly TBR and I still haven't read it. And I fear that is like a cardinal sin. Like I don't want to put it on a third time and not read it. I feel like I need to have a third time policy, but it's not that I don't want to read that book. There's certain books I avoid that I don't want to read. That's like, I will admit that's this book. I've been avoiding it because I'm just kind of like, I don't know that I'm going to like it. This is a book that I could read or unhaul. Binding 13 is not though. And Assassin's Blade is not. I'm not reading them because I don't want to. I'm avoiding them because I have such high expectations that I want to like have the perfect moment where I'm really in the mood for them. So I do feel like I may try to start this one before the end of the month. I would like to get it off my TBR and it's on Kindle Unlimited. So if I start a book tonight, it may be this one. The other book I'm slightly interested in starting this month, surprisingly, kind of, is Annie Bot. This isn't on my TBR, but I saw the audiobook is on Hoopla. So if I need an audiobook read, I may start listening to that. I've heard pretty good things about the audiobook and it's such a short book that I think the audiobook is pretty quick. So it'd just be like an easy, nice like listen while I'm reading Things We Never Got Over like on my Kindle. So those are just my current kind of reading updates. I don't know that we'll read those together in this vlog, but just want to kind of let you know what I finished reading, what I'm going to read next, all those good things. Let me know what you're reading in the comments down below.
Hi vlog.
Look who's home. Anders and I are going to go get some dinner and just have a cute little date night. So yeah, happy Friday.
Happy Friday! Come on!
Should I get it?
Yeah, you should get it. It sounds super interesting. Getting the Maniac. I honestly don't know much about it, so I'm not even gonna try to explain
Oh my gosh. The physical copy.
Alright, we got our goodies.
Okay, you can eat.
Thanks, man.
Hey besties, we're back from date night. I wanted to show you what we picked up at the bookstore, do our little mini bookstore haul.
We said we weren't gonna get anything, so we only got 2 books, so that's an
We
improvement.
each got a book.
Yeah. So I got this book called The Maniac. I was honestly attracted by the cover.
One of Barack Obama's favorite books of the year.
I didn't know that even. So stay tuned for my Goodreads in-depth review where I give it a number of stars and that's it.
I picked up Shark Heart by Emily Habeck. I don't know too much about Shark Heart other than that everyone I know who's read it like loves it.
It sounds insane.
It sounds insane. We'll see. Stay tuned. We'll see if it goes on the April TBR.
And the crown jewel.
We got these Dream Drop, what do you call them? Stress balls from the brand Nido. Obviously I got pink and Anders got blue because I'm Barbie and he's Ken.
Oh, what? It's like a drop. In fact, it was
Dream
aptly
drop.
named.
Oh, with splash display stand. I think you can pull it off.
What?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, I like that. Okay. That makes me feel better.
It's like a teardrop and they have glitter in them, which is fun. So this is what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the night. We're gonna just be rotting. How did you get glitter on your hand?
I know.
Where did that come from?
From this.
Obviously, but like how did it escape?
Maybe there was just extra, I don't know. That's concerning.
That is. Hey guys, it's a few days later and I just realized I never ended off this vlog. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun. Well, fun is debatable, but I enjoyed sharing my reading experience of Sunrise on the Reaping with you guys. The Hunger Games series just has such a special place in my heart. So I found it really meaningful just to kind of give it a spotlight in this vlog. Let me know if you want to see more of these kind of like casual reading a book or two, no really like theme, just mood reading, combining with like days of my life kind of thing. I really enjoyed them, but sometimes they're kind of hard to plan out or plan in advance, especially when I have busier months. But if it's something you're interested in seeing more of, definitely let me know in the comments. Also, let me know, have you guys read Sunrise on the Reaping yet? If so, what did you think? I hope you guys are having a really happy spring. Let me know if you have any other video requests for me in the next few weeks in the comments. I always am interested in what you guys want to see. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below with the sunrise or sunset emoji so I can know who made it to the end. And in case you missed it, I recently posted a reading vlog reading some new releases from 2025, so definitely check that out next. And with all that being said, I think that's gonna be it for today. I had so much fun hanging out with you and I will see you super soon in another one. Bye.